If almost everyone believes they're above average, then someone has to be lying. Except they're not. Across countless surveys, people consistently rate themselves as better than the average person, even though that's mathematically impossible. In one survey of college professors, 94% rated their own performance as above average. The first reason is selective memory. When people judge themselves, they don't replay every moment they've ever performed a skill. A driver doesn't remember every ordinary commute. They remember the time they avoided an accident or handled a dangerous storm. Meanwhile, the average driver they're comparing themselves to is just a vague image of someone making mistakes. The comparison becomes unfair because one side is based on real memories, while the other is based on assumptions. People remember the moments that stand out, especially the ones where they succeeded, while ordinary failures slowly disappear. But memory isn't the whole story. The second reason is that people don't always use the same definition of being good. Imagine asking three employees if they're above average workers. One thinks a great worker is someone who finishes tasks quickly. Another thinks it's someone who makes very few mistakes. The third thinks it's someone who helps their coworkers. The perceived reality is different for those workers. All three can honestly say yes because they are judging themselves using different standards. The same thing happens with intelligence. One person might define it as solving difficult problems, another as creativity, and another as emotional awareness. Depending on the definition, the same person can look average or exceptional. People aren't changing the rules on purpose. They naturally focus on the qualities they have and give those qualities more importance. Even knowing about this bias rarely changes anything. People remember the moments that support their view of themselves and often judge themselves using standards that already fit them. By the time they compare themselves to others, the comparison is already tilted.